Now, sliding closet doors typically come in widths of 4 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, and 8 feet.
Measure the entire width of your opening, and that's how you purchase the door. I have 96, so these are 96. Now the tracks are always a little bit longer than you need. This is an 8-foot track, so it actually comes at 97. I'm going to cut it just under 96 so that it goes in easily. Now you can see I've got that fit nicely. It goes right behind this molding. Same on the other side. And now I secure it. I like to use a nice flat pan head screw. That's it. And just put in all the screws and hold this thing securely. Now here's the lower track. And it comes with this piece of OSB. And now I'll cut the bottom track to length.
The lower track needs to rest on the finished floor. This customer was going to polish this concrete floor. That's why you'll see me attach it directly to the concrete. But most often, you're going to install these over carpet or on top of wood floors. If they were to tile or carpet this floor later, I would want to install this lower track on top of a piece of wood like a 1x4 so that it's raised up off the floor.
The kit comes with this strip of wood. That goes in the track. We're looking at the track from the bottom, from the underside. And it goes in here. And the idea is this. You anchor the wood to the floor first, and then you put your track over it, and then you anchor the track to the strip of wood using these short screws. Now with my track in place, what I'm going to do is pre-drill the wood using a wood bit, and then I'll use a masonry drill to go through that hole, and I'm going to anchor this whole thing directly to the concrete. Now each spot is left with a little depression. It might be hard to see on camera, so I'll just mark that with the pencil, and now I know I have to drill that out to accept my anchor. I'm going to use these plastic anchors, so I just need to make a 1/4-inch hole in the concrete, and it doesn't have to be too deep. Now I put my track back in place since I have all my holes drilled, and line it up and put in the screws into my anchor. It's a nice, snug, tight fit. Much easier than nailing into concrete. The doors come with the wheels already assembled. So here's your bottom roller, and it has this height adjustment screw. So I like to just give it a few turns. I like to have my wheel just below the edge of this door, just to test it out. What we're gonna do is put the top of the door up in there, and then set the wheel down in the track, and the wheel should straddle each one of these tracks, and you want to make sure this is very clean, and remind your homeowner to keep it clean, and that'll prevent the doors from breaking. You should put in the rear door first. It can be easier. So there, once I've got it tucked up underneath, now I can get it on the track. Now that it's in the track, you can see, even though it moves, it's touching here. So we want to raise this thing up. So let's look up above. You can see up here, here's the top of the door, and we've got at least a 1/2 inch of space between the top of the door and the track. So we can raise this thing. So we go back here to the adjustment screw, and I'm going to tighten it. And you'll see as I do that, the wheel goes down, thus raising the door. And I'd like to get at least an 1/8 inch of space between the bottom of the door and the track. And if you lift up on the door a little bit as you tighten down, it's a little easier. There. See that? That looks good. And I'll do the same on the other side. Tighten down on my screw. And the door raises up. You want to get it level with the other one. Lift up on the door as you're adjusting that screw. Just a little easier. See, now we've got a nice gap here. Same on both sides. And look at that. Door moves very smooth. And look at that. So now that the doors are operational, let's do some fine tuning. See the profile of this door? This edge doubles as a handle. Doesn't have a separate handle. And it's the same on both sides. Look at the front door. How when it's closed, it seals right along the wall there nicely. But the back door does not. It touches on the bottom and has a gap on top. So what we want to do is on the right side of the door, we want to tighten that screw to push the wheel down, and that'll lift the door up. And as the door lifts up, it'll go like this, and that'll seal that. I'm going to close the door, lift it up from this side until that's touching. And I'll wedge something in there to hold it in place, and then I will just tighten the screw on that wheel until it hits the track, and then it should be fine. So there, that should do it. Now let's see how that looks. Well, there it is. So there you go.